Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Auction Car Reconditioning. We're in the H3. Baby H here needs a little help. The reason I got it so cheap was to check engine light, which we got to go off. That was just a low voltage issue. I put a new battery in. The alternator was charging too high because the battery wouldn't take a charge. So new battery and then straightened everything out. No check engine light. Very happy about that. There are some other electrical issues. Number one, the tweeters were only playing, so the rest of the speakers weren't working at all. Well, this has a Bose amplifier for the Bose system, just like the H2, Big Hummer, Big H. And when one speaker blows, it's not going to let, it just shorts itself out and kicks out the rest of the speakers. So I replaced all of the speakers in the doors. We have a complete sound system now. So that's two things fixed. One more thing, one more issue, which was very confusing to me, not being, a certified mechanic. I had to figure this out on my own. When I had the headlights on, the blinkers wouldn't work. And the center console instruments, the lights went out. I lost all the power to my power points, and the radio wouldn't work. And what else couldn't I do? There was something else that I think the fog lights didn't work. But when I pulled the stalk back, like pushing it forward gives you high beams. Nothing still worked. When I pulled it back, then all those lights came back on, and the blinkers worked with the headlights being on. So with that, I kind of deduced everything's coming from the turn signal switch, and I ordered one. It just came in, so let's get it in and see if it takes care of the issue. Let me show you, maybe I could show you what was going on here. Want to say hello to everybody? Huh? Want to say hello? No? All right, so let's turn the key on. As you can hear, we now have powered all the speakers. But we have the key on, and as soon as we turn the key on, we lose the power down here. Turn it off, comes back on. Start it up, on, off, and we have turn signals. And you can see them. And we also have four-ways, right? And we have the 13 volts coming into the bottom of the center cluster. Now, if we turn on the lights, no turn signals. And lost complete the power almost completely, except for 1, 2, 3 things here in the center instrument cluster and infotainment center, whatever you want to call it. No power down there. If I pull back on this to high beams, there they are. I got my turn signals back, four ways, and the center console is back to life. Let go of it, dead. On, off. So turn signal, this is a multifunctional unit here. There's like 4 wire harnesses going to it. So we need to remove the airbag horn button here, pull the steering wheel, pull out the switch, probably the top and bottom trim pieces here, and swap them out, and that should take care of the issues. So here we have the switch, we have the airbag, horn, stalk, and these harnesses right here. And I think it's time to swap them out, get Baby H back to 100%. Very first thing we're going to do is disconnect the battery. I do not want the airbag blowing up in my face. Not this guy. Well, there's 2 holes on either side, one here and one here. We can fit this in there and pinch the all right, at one side. All right, there's one side. Here's the other. There's that. Horn button. Right here. And then the airbag, pink and brown, easy enough. So that's gone. Now, we want this arrow button to line up with that notch up top there when we get the steering wheel back off. So I'm glad that notch is there. Now I don't have to leave a mark, and that'll have hopefully have the steering wheel straight when we get it back on there. But now we just need, I believe this is a 3/4, I'm not sure. Let me go get the socket and get this off. Well, there you are. Easy there, easy. All right, so get that to the side. Now let's get this apart. T25s, and there are 3 T25s right up there, there, and there. Then we can separate the plastic casing and get to the switch.
One, shorty. And 3.
Some plastic tools to pry this apart. One side. Okay. There's the other side. And now we have 1, 2, 3 T25. Now we have to follow the wire harnesses and get them unplugged. And that's it, all back together. Now the moment of truth, hook up the battery, come back in and test everything, and hope the airbag doesn't blow up in my face. Okay, moment of truth. Is this going to work? Is the airbag going to blow up in my face? Let me make sure All right, everything starts. All right, headlights are on. All right, we have left turn, right turn. We have four ways. We have our lights, high beam, and we have power down here. And it's staying on. And we have the lights for the, sweet, everything's good to go. We did it. Okay, so this thing went cheap for a reason. The check engine light, and that was a low voltage problem. And then also the turn signal, well, the multi-functional turn signal stalk itself. So the battery 189, 119 for the stalk, and we have ourselves a cheap H3. It's not always going to work out like that. Sometimes it does. I've been taken for a ride a few times, and that's the gamble you take with auctions. But I'm very happy about this. The H2, the H3, not a bad machine. Guys, it's like having a Jeep Wrangler. I've had one of those before when I was young, and it's pretty much the same experience. You know, the tingy sounds when you open and close the door, the ride, the stiffness, the simplicity of the interiors. I like that being a puppy-mobile. I don't let her get in some of the more extravagant vehicles that I have, so she needs to get in something. So the H3 is going to be it for a little while. All right, Brian from Apex Auction Car Reconditionings. We have another vehicle on the road and fixed now. Let's move on to the next.